Hi, I'm Paul Begley. It's in the evening. There's a crack. There's a crack in Michigan. Have you guys heard about this one? I guess it happened about a week ago, probably around October 3rd or 4th. There was up in the northern peninsula of Michigan, there was a crack. It must have been an earthquake. There's one professor up there who believes it was an earthquake. One second, I'm real thirsty tonight. But this guy was sitting in his recliner, and all of a sudden he felt his chair, vibrate, and next thing you know, he heard this loud sound, and they went out and they found this crack. I'm looking at a picture of it right now, and it's 200 yards long, and it's 5 foot deep, where the earth literally separates about 18 inches to 2 feet. So here you go. You got this crack, 2 foot wide, 5 foot deep, for 200 yards, and it's wriggling and wriggling through the woods there. Let me just touch on this a little bit here. Let me read just a portion of this site. It says that a professor believes it was an earthquake that caused this mysterious Upper Peninsula crack in Michigan. One expert says that this large crack in Michigan's Upper Peninsula is the result of a small earthquake. The crack is about 8 miles north of Mimome, near Birch Creek. It's about 200 yards long. It measures about 5 foot deep in certain parts. The crevice was first noticed a week ago after neighbors felt a rumble and heard a loud noise. Now, over the weekend, Professor Wayne Pennington, a geologist from Michigan Technological University, went out to the site. He says that the ridge that forms around the crack suggests the earthquake that was simply too small for the seismographs in the area to even detect. Now let's see if I can get this right. You mean tell me you got these seismographs that have the ability to detect earthquakes, never detected this one, and you got a 200-yard crack, 5 foot deep, 2 foot wide, and you guys didn't feel it? Yet this guy sitting in his recliner felt it, heard the crack and the snap, crackle, pop of in Michigan. I know Battle Creek, Michigan's where they make Rice Krispies and all the corn flakes. But didn't you guys hear the snap, crackle, pop? I mean, didn't you guys feel it with all that high-tech gear you guys got? Anyway, this 20 feet or so on top of a hard limestone. The limestone must have had a fault in it, and the fault must have moved, said Pennington. It moved. It was a little earthquake, a magnitude of maybe 1 or 2. And that's why the people in the neighborhood felt it, but the seismographs didn't. So it makes you wonder sometimes, when you really stop and think about it, how many earthquakes are happening all over the world. We detect, last week there was 92 earthquakes, okay, just to give you, that were detected. So how many happened that weren't detected? And just exactly, what about the dormant volcanoes that are really not dormant? I mean, they could lay dormant for 250 years, 300 years, 400 years, then all of a sudden explode. So they're not really dormant. The earth is living and breathing. It is alive because everything God makes is alive. And God created the heavens and the earth. And He's making planets and stars and solar systems and galaxies and these new species, the 200 new species they found in New Guinea. I mean, God is, everything He does is create. When He speaks, it creates. He said, let there be light. And there was light. It came out of the darkness. Light came out of darkness. And so everything He does. I've seen some beautiful rainbows, but in the last 3 or 4 years, I've seen some absolute magnificent rainbows. Full, completely. You could see from one end to the other. Perfect. And, usually they're always right after the storm, and if it's raining when the sun's up. I mean, it gives you, and there's dark clouds one side, usually that rainbow will be right there. It's God's promise that He won't destroy the earth again with water. Next time He destroys this earth, it will be with fire and brimstone, which He will rain down upon the ungodly. Well, there's a crack in Michigan, And there's a touchdown Jesus at Notre Dame, and there's some guy in Siberia that says he is Jesus with 5,000 followers, and then there's the Dalai Lama who's going around, you know, and then there's the imams and the omams, and there's, I don't know, and then there's Bishop Eddie Long. This thing's getting crazier as we go. And even the United Nations have got an ambassador for aliens. Jesus said, don't let nobody deceive you. They're going to say, I'm in the desert, don't go there. I'm over here, don't go over there. For no man knows the day nor the hour the Son of Man comes, but he's coming back again. This crack in Michigan is just another sign of the coming of the Lord. I'm Paul Begley. There's a crack in Michigan.